Hello. Okay, today we are going to talk a little bit about some tips and tricks of knitting. So I just recently pulled the sock out of the deepest, darkest corners of my projects. I did finish it. Yay! There's something so satisfying about getting the Kitchener stitch done and weaving in the ends. And I casted on the second sock. Yay! Okay, but I was thinking something that really helped me know what I'm doing, even though it's been months since I did sock number 1. I always have a book with all my projects written into it. One reason I do this is exactly what's going on right now. I casted on sock number 1 months ago, and if I had not written down all its details, I would not know what to do for sock number 2. So I like to write down how many stitches I casted on. I write how many rounds I did. If it's via tally marks, it's actually for sock number 1, I wrote 16 rounds, and these are the tallies for sock number 2. And then, like I said, somewhere in there, I do like to write down the actual pattern I'm using, just in case I need to look it up. In this case, it was Winnick Mom's Magic Diamond Socks. And the other thing, which in this one very specifically, I ended on a specific round for the pattern. So, as you can see, it went down to a specific round. So I wrote that down, ended on round 5. And then I also measured it, and so, it was about 5 inches. So that way I can guesstimate, okay, this one is not quite there yet. I haven't hit that round 5. I've hit round 5, somewhere in here, but I know it needs to also be 5 inches. So that gives me 2 guides of how long I should be making this one. And though I haven't gotten to the heel flap, the other thing I keep track of is how long I made the heel flap. It was about 2.5 inches. And then I also specify how many I picked up. So that way, if say I picked up 15, I'm like, why did I only pick up 15? Or maybe I went way over and I picked up 23. I'm like, no, I made my heel flap too long if I'm not matching up right here. So that helps me know what to be looking out for the heel flap. And then I made the heel to the toe, to the beginning of the toe, 8 inches. And again, going with the pattern, let myself know I ended on around 11 of the diamond pattern. So see that? Ended right there. So I have found that keeping track of my patterns like this has been really, really helpful. So the other reason why I like having this book is I can reference back what I have made in the past for people. Like you just saw a lot of the Christmas socks I made last year. Is that if I want to remake socks for these people, I can flip back and be like, hey, now I know what I made last year. That's what I can cast on this year. So if you haven't yet gotten yourself a nice little book to keep track of your projects, I really encourage you to make the effort, because it really has made such a big difference in keeping my projects organized. I'm a firm believer in writing down things, getting them out of the mind, because the minute I do, it always makes my brain feel so much less stressed, and it really has been very helpful. Okay, guys, that is it for today. I hope that this tip and trick for keeping track of my knitting is very helpful for you. I also have found it helpful to do this in keeping track of the many people I'm knitting projects for Christmas time. So just throw that in at the end here. I will hopefully see you in another video. Bye!